Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is ASHILLA ZAKIA and my ID is 2101-8007. Today I'm going to talk about chapter 3 of our book, Entrepreneurship with Your Potential. I think first we're going to talk about self-concept in entrepreneurial career. So in this part, we're going to talk about potential, interest, and talent so we can have like a successful career in entrepreneurship. We can determine the field of business that we are in according to our potential, talents, and interests. We can also fix problems that that we face in our business. We can dare to take a risk and be creative. So everything we will discuss here will relate to our self-concepts in entrepreneurship. So first thing first, let's talk about what is potential. Everyone has potential. Potential is the ability and capacity that we can develop into something that can we use in the future. We can develop certain skills from our potential or achieve in the future. For example, you have a potential in design, so you study like DKV or else, and then every single human being has a different potential on them. And every potential, we can develop it and we can uh, develop it into skills and we can have it and we can make some things about it. So, according to Curtis Budra, potential is the source of things that can be used as materials to be managed either through human efforts or through machine power. It can also be interpreted as the resources that exist around us. Potential, interest, and talents. So, after talking about potential, let's move into interest and talents. And all of these three things are related with each other. So, we can start a business, so we can start an activity that related to entrepreneur. If potential is about ability or capacity that we can develop into skills and we can use it in the future, interest is about strong liking in an activity or topic. We can also use this to start a business. Simple and then talents as a natural abilities that we have since birth. Interest in a simple way is like something that you love to do, something that you enjoy, something that you are interested, something that you are the one that really want that, not your mom, not your dad, not your grandma, not everyone else around you. It's you, the one that interested to do it. And then all of these are related, uh, and we can use it as something that we can decide, a business that we can decide. It's related to the thing that we ourselves wants to do. And then we need to know ourselves first before we start a career. Why? If we do not know ourselves, how can we start a career if we don't know what our potential is? How can we start a career if we don't know what our interest is? So we must be able to identify our potential, our interests, and our talents first. So after that, we can choose a career that we want to do. This is an important step that to make sure that you choose a career path that suits with your interests, your personality, your potential, your talents. This can help you achieve greater success and be more fulfilled with your career. And we cannot just pick a random thing to be our career. So this is one of the example if about someone who really know themselves and achieve their success. Someone first realized that they have potential in design and they also interested in like a digital design. They also have a talent to make a design and they develop it, their potential. They study it at the university and then they just become a graphic designer because they know themselves. They love doing it. it sits with their passion. So, what happens if we choose a career that is not swept with our potential, our interests, and talents? You cannot do it properly or even fail because it's not your passion. You cannot do it properly. Why is it like that? Because you don't love it. How can you do something that you don't love and then something that you don't have potential in it? You can just fail of that because you don't have interest on it. I mean, how can you do something to make money but you do not you don't enjoy doing it? You don't have a potential in it. You don't have an interest in it. You can fail, or you're just going to be stressed out because you do a job that you don't like or even you hate it. Let's say you like ability in public speaking and you choose to be an MC. Who's gonna pay you? People will start booing at you because you're not a good MC. And you didn't have a talent to be an MC, or you did doing the job, and then you just stressed out because the audience think that you're a better on MC. How can you work with this stuff? You can be stressed because of this. Next. We're gonna talk about interest as the basic asset of entrepreneurship. If the latest material is like a focus on potential or the three of the thing that is related, now we're going to talk about deeply about interest and why is it the basic asset of entrepreneurship and why is it relate to entrepreneurship. So we already mentioned a bit about interest, and now let's deeply talk about interest. According to Ali in Kamus Besar Bahasa Indonesia, interest is a strong feeling of the heart towards something, a passion or desire. So if we love doing things, we can do things like enjoyable, we can enjoy doing it. Great interest in something is an asset. If someone has interest about something, of course, this will influence and shape themselves and their consciousness. It means if someone realizes about their talents, they know their talents, a person will have a greater desire to start a business. Awareness of this interest creates motivation that encourages someone to achieve something in fields that sit with their interest. Next. Interest related to entrepreneurship. Interest related to entrepreneurships means how much someone likes and is interested in something to do entrepreneurship activities. Interest is a factor that can direct potential and talent in someone's self. Additionally, an interest can play an important role in determining one's career direction. When someone has a deep interest in something, they tend to be more open to know opportunities and think creatively about how to grow their business. It can also help them identify areas of business that can match like their passion, their interest, so that they can more effectively direct their potential and talents. Next, knowing your interest is very important before starting a business. Understanding your personal interests and values can help you choose a business or field that matches your interests. When you do work that matches your interests and values, then you will be happy doing your business. If you have an interest into something and you let it be, what is it for? This is the last lie. Why just like that? Why I say it like it? Because if you have an interest, you must be working it. Turn your interest to be an asset to start a business. Turn your passion, turn it something you enjoy to make money. Money is for living, right? We cannot just let our interest and then let it be and then what is it for? We don't know, right? We need to work in it. You cannot just let your interest be an interest. You have to go with that desire to work hard and you have to focus on trying to turn your passion into business. For example, you are interested in cooking, you like cooking, you enjoy doing cooking, you need to work hard. You can study culinary arts at college, you graduate, and then you can become a chef, you can cook, you can make money of something you love. What a life to live, right? Imagine making money of something you love. But if you're loving cooking, but your parent force you to be a lawyer, Let's say, yes, you make money too, but you're not happy with it. Good things if you can be a lawyer. Good things if you can make money if you be a lawyer. But what if you fail because you don't have interest in it? So interest is like a basic asset of business, because if you know what you're interested in, if you know what your potential, if you know what you are, what your talents is, and you can, like, you have a direction, you have, there's something on your mind. Oh my God, I have this talents, I have this potential, I'm interested in this, and then you can have like a big picture in your mind that you can do this, that you can start this business. So I think that's all for me. Thank you for listening to my presentation. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.